to the headlines.
The vaccine trail, tracking every dose from lab to life. When AI meets the dinner table, can traceability keep up? Tracing the green dream, the true cost of clean energy. Know the difference. Badminton versus squash. What you need to understand about these two sports.
Hello and welcome to Traceability TV News, your source for the latest updates on global traceability and safety concerns. I'm your host, Miriam Munyoki. Mazingira Day, a day when Kenya renews its pledge to protect and preserve the environment we all depend on. Across the country, communities were planting trees, cleaning rivers, and sorting waste united in one purpose: to build a greener, healthier future for generations to come. But this year, the story goes beyond planting. It's about tracing every action, every seedling, and every promise made to the planet. As Kenya works towards its goal to plant 15 billion trees by 2032, the question is no longer just about the numbers, it's about accountability. How do we ensure every tree planted survives? How do we prove real impact, not just good intentions?
At the heart of Mazingira Day lies a quiet revolution powered by data. Every seedling planted today can carry a digital identity barcode or a traceable tag that records where it was planted, who planted it, and how it grows. Through traceability systems inspired by GS1 standards, environmental officers can follow each tree's journey from the nursery to maturity. The same technology that tracks products across supply chains can be used to monitor nature's most vital resource, the trees. This approach means no more forgotten forests, no more lost records, and no more ghosting plants campaign. It's a transformation that touches every corner of environmental action. Mazingira Day is no longer just about planting hope, it's about tracking it, nurturing it, and proving its impact. With traceability, Kenya's green dream is getting a digital backbone, one that ensures every planted tree is part of a living, verifiable legacy. As the sun sets on this Mazingira Day, we are reminded that protecting the planet takes more than just passion, it takes precision. Traceability gives every green action a story, a record, and a reason to endure. Because when we can trace our promises, we can truly keep them. Regis Regina, Traceability TV.
As the fight against global diseases continues, vaccines remain our greatest defense, saving millions of lives every year. From measles to polio, they have changed the course of human history. But while the science behind vaccines is proven, the systems that deliver them are still vulnerable. In many countries, doses travel through long, fragile chains where errors or counterfeits can go unnoticed. And in Africa, where vaccine distribution often relies on aid and public programs, tracking every vial is a growing challenge. Our reporter now follows the vaccine trail, a journey showing how digital traceability is helping to protect every dose from the lab to life.
Vaccines represent both triumph and responsibility. Each year, billions of people are vaccinated, yet millions still miss out, not because the doses don't exist, but because they get lost, mishandled, or never reach their destination. Across Africa, where health systems stretch over vast distances, weak cold chains and limited data visibility can turn life-saving doses into wasted resources. Without proper tracking, a vaccine's journey can vanish in paperwork and with it, public trust. But the digital revolution is changing that story. With traceability systems inspired by GS1 standards, every vaccine vial can now carry a unique code, scanned and tracked at every step from the manufacturer to the patient. It ensures authenticity, storage integrity, and real-time monitoring of every dose delivered. This transformation connects science with accountability, ensuring vaccines don't just exist but reach every arm they are meant to protect. Ronald Reagan, Traceability TV.
Technology is changing what we eat and how we trust it. From farms that use sensors to predict harvest to supermarkets powered by artificial intelligence, the future of food is being coded in data. But as machines take over the menu, one big question remains: can traceability keep up? Our reporter explores how AI is reshaping food systems and how digital tracking ensures that innovation doesn't come at the cost of integrity.
Across the world, smart sensors now predict harvests, track freshness, and monitor safety in real time. But the same technology that brings precision also exposes a major weakness: traceability gaps. Each year, the World Health Organization estimates that 600 million people fall ill from unsafe food. Most of these cases happen where supply chains are complex and tracking is weak. As AI generates vast amounts of food data, a single error or breach could spread faster than ever before, and without traceability, there is no way to trace it back. That's why digital standards are becoming essential. When AI and traceability work together, we don't just make food smarter, we make it safer, transparent, and trustworthy. Because in the age of intelligent farming and digital dining, the smartest thing we can solve is accountability. Rinta Luther, Traceability TV.
We're now taking a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more news updates after the break. Welcome to Traceability TV, your ultimate destination for all things traceability. We're the global platform that brings you the latest in traceability news, interviews, and live event coverage. From in-depth news updates to exclusive interviews, Traceability TV keeps you informed on the practices that are transforming industries worldwide. Our mission is simple: empowering organizations to achieve transparency, accountability, and sustainability throughout their supply chains. Our vision: a world where every product's journey is visible, ethical, and sustainable. At Traceability TV, we offer unparalleled opportunities for brand visibility. Feature your company, highlight your traceability solutions, and showcase your commitment to GS1 standards. Leverage our expertise to create high-quality advertisement videos that resonate with your audience, or sponsor a segment to position your brand as a leader in the traceability space. You can support us by partnering on special projects. Your contributions help us deliver more in-depth analyses and expand our global coverage. Traceability TV is more than just a channel, it's a movement. Join us in building a future where every product's journey is visible and trusted. Traceability TV. We trace it, you trust it. From our farms to our homes, traceability continues to reveal what really lies behind the products we trust. And today, that truth takes us to the toy aisle. What looks harmless and fun could in fact be dangerous. Across markets, untraceable toys are finding their way into children's hands, carrying hidden risks that parents can't see. Traceability TV looks at how data and standards could be the game changer in keeping playtime safe.
They sparkle, they sing, and they promise joy, but behind the bright colors, some toys hide a darker truth. Around the world, unsafe and counterfeit toys continue to flood markets. In 2023 alone, global customs seized over 20 million fake toys, many containing dangerous chemicals like lead or phthalates. Without proper traceability, these products slip past regulators and land in the hands of children. The problem isn't just counterfeits. Even legitimate brands struggle to track materials and factory conditions through complex supply chains. Through GS1 barcodes, digital product identifiers, and transparent databases that verify every toy's origin, material, and safety certification. Because every parent deserves peace of mind, and every child deserves safe play. Ronald Reagan, Traceability TV.
The world is racing towards a cleaner future, and Africa is stepping up with a surge in solar and wind projects, lighting villages and powering cities. But behind the promise of green energy lies a complex trail, one that begins in the mines of lithium and cobalt. Are we truly growing green, or just shifting the burden elsewhere? Traceability TV uncovers the true cost of clean energy and why transparency may be the continent's most powerful renewable source.
Across Africa, fields of solar panels shimmer under the sun and wind turbines spin with hope, symbols of a cleaner, greener future. But beneath that promise lies a story of extraction and imbalance. Much of the lithium used in batteries come from African mines, where poor traceability hides labor violations and environmental damages. Cobalt from DRC powers much of the world's electric revolution, yet its journey is often undocumented, mixing ethical and unverified sources. Without traceability, the same systems meant to save the planet risk fueling exploitation. From the mine to the market, GS1-inspired traceability can shine a light through the supply chain, verifying origins, certifying materials, and ensuring that Africa's green dream is not built on a grey reality. Because clean energy isn't truly clean until you can trace it. Regis Regina, Traceability TV.
Welcome to Visibility Sports News. I'm your host Regan Getau. Badminton and squash are two thrilling indoor sports that often get mixed up. Though both use rackets, they are played very differently. From the court setup to the way points are scored, each has its own rhythm and strategy. In Kenya, both are gaining popularity, and understanding their differences helps players and fans appreciate its sport better. Let's break down what truly sets them apart.
At first glance, badminton and squash may look alike, but they are worlds apart. Badminton is played on an open court with a net, using a light shuttlecock that demands speed and precision. Squash, however, is played in a closed court, hitting a rubber ball off walls in continuous rallies. Badminton rewards reflexes and quick shots, while squash tests endurance and strategy. Their scoring also differs. Badminton uses rally points, while squash traditionally scores on serve. In Kenya's growing sports scene, both games challenge athletes in unique and exciting ways. Rinta Luther, Traceability TV.
And that wraps up our news bulletin for the day. Stay tuned for an informative documentary. And as always, I've been your host, Miriam Munyoki, and this is Traceability TV. Our planet is at a tipping point. What was once a distant concern has become a reality. The indications are everywhere, from the melting ice caps in the Arctic to the sweltering deserts of Africa. Decades of unchecked emissions, widespread deforestation, and unsustainable industrial practices have pushed us to the verge of an environmental catastrophe. We find ourselves in a world where climate change is no longer a worry on the horizon, but is here, now, unfolding with terrifying speed and intensity. For the past century, the world has evolved, making marvelous leaps. With technology, industrial revolutions, and global connections. However, this advancement has come at a significant cost. The Earth's average temperature has risen by about 1.2 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century, with disastrous consequences. The World Meteorological Organization reports that the past 8 years have been the warmest on record. In 2023 alone, extreme weather occurrences have reached historic levels, driving ecosystems and populations to the breaking point. In East Africa, unpredictable weather patterns have impacted the way of life, resulting in a cycle of floods and droughts that ruin farmland and increase the risk of starvation. The World Meteorological Organization cautions that the extreme weather events are becoming not only more common, but also more intense, putting an unprecedented strain on communities already struggling with poverty and food insecurity. In 2022, climate-related disasters impacted about 100 million people in sub-Saharan Africa alone. Droughts have increased by 20% over the past decade, causing widespread crop failures and exacerbating an already dire farming situation. The human cost is tremendous. In Somalia, nearly 500,000 children are at risk of severe hunger as a result of persistent drought, while cyclones in Mozambique have left many homeless. Climate change, however, is not only an environmental issue, it's also a social and economic one. As natural resources grow more limited, conflicts over land, water, and food are likely to escalate, aggravating political instability and displacement. If we don't act now, the future is bleak. A world in which climate refugees become the norm, fertile lands become deserts, and extreme weather events render land inhabitable. The time for action is now, and one of the most powerful instruments we have in this struggle is traceability. Traceability addresses some of the most significant concerns caused by climate change. Integrating traceability throughout our supply chains helps enhance sustainability, increase resilience, and empower communities to adapt to the changing climate. In agriculture, traceability has the potential to change the way we produce food and distribute it. Small-scale farmers in Africa, who produce about 80% of the continent's food, are frequently subjected to erratic weather patterns. With traceability systems in place, farmers can access real-time data on climate conditions, soil health, and market trends, allowing them to make better, more informed decisions. This not only saves waste, but also boosts agricultural yields, thereby ensuring food security in a warming world. Traceability in global supply chains ensures that items are sourced and transported sustainably, hence reducing the environmental impact. By tracking the carbon footprint of goods from the manufacturer directly to the consumer, businesses can detect inefficiencies, cut emissions, and contribute to the worldwide fight against climate change. For consumers, traceability provides a new degree of transparency. In a world where ethical and sustainable purchasing are becoming increasingly essential, traceability enables individuals to make informed decisions. Imagine stepping into a store and knowing the specific environmental effect of the things you buy, where they come from, how they were made, and the carbon emissions involved in getting them to your table. Each purchase represents a vote for a more sustainable world. As traceability becomes more widespread, the potential for positive change grows. Consider a world in which every item in our homes, every piece of clothing, each bite of food, every electrical device can be tracked back to its origin. A future in which consumers have the power to choose items that correspond with their beliefs, support sustainable practices, and reduce their carbon footprint. As the consequences of climate change become more apparent, the need for long-term solutions have never been greater. Traceability provides a path forward, a method to safeguard the environment, empower communities, and assure a brighter future for future generations. We have the power to mold the future. With traceability, we can make more informed decisions that safeguard the environment and ensure a sustainable future for all. The moment to act is now, before the tipping point becomes a point of no return.